Jerry and Esther last summer went whitewater river rafting, and it was such a wonderful day. They were in Colorado. And as they put their boat in the river, it did not occur to even one of them to turn that boat upstream and paddle against that current. It was obvious that that river was going to have its way with them. It was moving. And we want to say to you, your river is going to have its way with you too. It is a fast-moving current, and you've got to let yourself go with it. And if you don't, this cross current will beat you up. Now, it's a cross current that you have created. In other words, you're the one who's been living the life. You're the one who set forth the intention to come here. You're the one that's living the contrast. You're the one who's giving birth to rockets of desire. You're the one who's making the stream go, and you're the one who's going with it or not. In other words, it's all in your control. So when you don't feel good, it only means you're holding thoughts that are not a vibrational match to what you've asked for. It's really simple. The way you hold yourself back from the stream is just like this. You ask for more money, and then you doubt that it will come. We're beating the drum. Not enough money. I've never had enough money. I don't have enough money. I want more money, but I don't have enough money. 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 I want more money, but I don't have enough money. 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 I want more money, but I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. I don't know anybody who has enough money. Hardly anybody I know has enough money. That greedy bugger over there has plenty of money. I don't have enough money. I don't have money. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money. Not fair. Not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. I hate this car. I hate this car. So what happens is you have asked for more money. Oh, have you ever? There's a veritable fortune amassed for you in your vibrational escrow. You have been asking and asking and asking and asking and asking and asking and asking, and every time you've lived a little bit of life which caused you to ask for anything, the source energy part of you became it. Do you really get that? We so wanted you to understand that we wrote a book a while back and gave it the best title that has ever been given to any book ever, because it tells the whole story in the title. The book is called Ask and It Is Given. When you ask, not only is it given, the larger part of you becomes it. And when you don't let yourself become it too, you don't feel good. And that's the whole story. This was a very nice day. We've enjoyed interacting with you immensely. But there's nothing more that we could ever give you that would be more meaningful than what you just heard. Except that maybe we could embellish it a little bit by saying to you that your emotions mean everything to you, because your emotions are your indicator of how you're doing with these two vibrational vantage points. Did you get the point of the two vibrational vantage points? So you understand that there's this larger part of you that law of attraction is responding to, yes? And then there's this what I'm thinking now in this moment part of you that law of attraction is responding to, yes? Which part of yous do you think that law of attraction is responding to more powerfully? The eternal part of you that's been amassing intentionality for longer than you have recognized time, or this part of you? We may have given it away slightly, but we so want you to get it, that you are source energy in physical bodies, and when you let yourself become that which you have become. Now, do you think that this life experience, that you out here on this leading edge exploring contrast, do you think it's important? Do you think it's important that this variety is causing you to come to new conclusions? Oh, it is so important that the source energy part of you sees you as the leading edge version of it. In other words, you are the leading edge version of this source energy part of you. You are what causes who you really are from the source energy standpoint to move forward. We see our physical friends. You are so dear. You take your boat down to the river's edge. You have your oars inside. You deliberately, most of you, turn it upstream and begin paddling very hard. And we say, why not go with the flow? And you say, what? Well, I have not actually ever thought of that. That just seems lazy. Everyone I know is paddling very hard. Look at them. They're paddling very hard, and they get trophies and monuments. Those who try hard, they are the ones we revere. Lazy ones, not so much. And most of our human friends tell us that not only do they endure the discomfort of paddling hard upstream because they've been taught that by those around them, but that they believe that their rewards after death will be predicated on how hard they paddled upstream. The more we suffer now, the better it will be later. And we say, how do you sort that out? How do you figure that out? Miserable, 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 miserable. Well, you know, they're right. Because when you do reemerge into non-physical, you will reemerge into pure positive energy. So there is that quantum leap that will happen for everyone. No matter how hard you paddle against the stream, when you have your death experience, you'll close that gap immediately. But we don't think you should have to croak to close the gap, do you? We like that disrespectful word, croak. There is no death, so we be as disrespectful of it as we can. There's only life and life and life and life and life. But when you have what you call the ending of this physical experience and you croak and you stop beating the drum in one fell swoop, you withdraw your attention from this time-space reality. So you withdraw all thoughts of doubt and fear and worry. All that fussing and worrying stops when you croak. And in that absence of that resistant vibration, all that life has caused you to become happens. We just think that it would be nice if you would allow yourself to become all that you've become while you're here. Imagine how delicious it is to be in this physical body, having tuned yourself to the vibration of your furthest most expansion, to that God within you, to that pure positive energy being within you. Someone said recently, feels like my thoughts are thinking me. Doesn't feel like I'm thinking my thoughts. And then this person said, why am I on this negative rampage? Why am I thinking that negative thought and that one and that one and that one? And we said, because you've allowed your life to tune you to that frequency. And what this workshop is about is you setting your tuner where you want it to be, rather than letting the consequences of life set your tuner, which then law of attraction responds to. If you're setting it, if you are deliberately choosing thoughts, if you're choosing the memories that feel good, if you're choosing the television programs that feel good, if you're choosing the music that feels good and the food that it feels good and the friends that feel good, and most of all the thoughts and your own words that feel good, if you are choosing things based upon how they feel, you'll get so tuned to who you really are and so in sync with the vibrational frequency of who you really are that everywhere you go, moving through traffic, sitting in restaurants, walking through the grocery store, walking down the street, every place you go and everything that you do, you will be surrounded by those that are of a similar frequency. And in the same manner, your own thoughts adjust too, until you find the things that are moving through your head more and more those things that feel good when you think them, rather than those things that are prickly and uncomfortable. In order to do that, you have to make a very clear decision. And that decision is, I care about how I feel. How I feel matters most. And in making that affirmation, what you're actually saying is, I care about how I feel because I care about my relationship with who I really am. If I care about how I feel, then I'm choosing the thoughts that allow me to be in sync with the whole of me. And being in this body in sync with the whole of you, it just does not get any better than that. And being out of sync with the whole of you in this body, it just does not get any worse than that. The heaven and hell that so many are talking about is right here, and it's about alignment or not. It's about closing the gap or not. It's not about some outside punishment. It's not about some outside judgment. It's about you coming into alignment with who you are and letting yourself be who you are or not. Nothing that you want is upstream, not one thing. Everything that you want is downstream. And the reason that we know that is because we have witnessed the becoming. We saw you as you were in your non-physical before you came into this body, and as that part of you remains as you are. We see you in this physical body, and we see you exploring the contrast, and we see you giving birth to the desires, and we see the non-physical part of you becoming it. We understand what the stream is about, and we understand that everything that you want is downstream, 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 right where your stream is taking you, if you will but let it. So sometimes our friends say, all right, well, I'll do with this what I've done with everything else. I'll try real hard. And we say, that points you upstream when you try. Oh, but you don't understand, Abraham. I am determined that I'm going to get downstream where the good feeling stuff is, and so I'm going to put a motor on the boat, and I'm going to get down there where I belong. And we say, when you think you have to put a motor on your boat, you've missed the point of the stream. Even when you think you have to turn in the stream, you've missed the point of the stream. Just let go of the oars. Just let go of the oars, and it is our absolute promise to you. The stream will turn you, and it will carry you toward the coming together with that which you are. And when you come together with that which you really are, do you know what that will mean for you? It not only means you will be fulfilled in the only way that anything can fill you up, but there is another added bonus to coming into alignment with who you really are. Everything you want is there too. All the stuff that you've been putting in vibrational escrow, the source energy has been holding in your vibrational escrow for you. And when you close the vibrational gap and allow yourself to be a vibrational match to who you are, all of that stuff that you want, the relationships, the physical amenities, the states of being, the states of clarity, all of the things that you want are there where the source within you is. It's nice letting you know who you really are. And it is satisfying to us to feel how many of you are resonating with that, knowing that you are eternal beings and that you are eternally expanding and that this life has great reason and purpose. And its purpose is to inspire you to the new idea. But the most powerful thing that we want you to gather as a result of listening to us here today is that it is your quest for joy that must be what you are reaching for. Because when you are reaching for that feeling, the best feeling that you can find from where you are, what actually happens is you move in the direction of who you really are. It is your quest for joy. Sometimes Esther will say, but Abraham, I know this thought doesn't feel good. In fact, it feels horrible, but it's true. And we say, and you're thinking about it because it's true rather than because it feels good? And Esther will say, well, yes. I've been taught that I should be objective and focus upon all things, and especially things that are true. So I'm looking for truth. And we say, well, be more discerning and you're looking for truth. Look for true things that feel good. There are plenty of things that are true that feel good and plenty of things that are true that feel bad. And the only reason that any of those things that feel bad are being lived by anybody is not because they're true. It's because they've been giving their attention to them. And in giving their attention to them, they set up a vibration about them. And setting up a vibration about them, they hold themselves in opposition to what they really want. And then they crow. Look at this. It is true. It is true. It's true. It's awful and it's true. It's so awful and it's so true that I will build a monument about it so that long after we've all croaked, others can feel bad too. We'll hold all the bad things in a sort of residual bank account, and we'll teach them to our children. Hello, little children, welcome to planet Earth. It sucks here. These are all of the things that have happened that are true. And we need to make you aware of each and every one of them, because humans say, if you're not aware of the truth of these horrible things could happen to you. That's what they say. And we say, where do you get this stuff? Attention to those horrible things causes your children to activate a vibration about them. It puts them in a place where they are in vibrational discord to the very being that they are. And the misery that they feel, the rebellion they show you. Don't you notice the rebellion? They don't want to look at that stuff. You wear them down just as you were worn down. You're worn down bit by bit by bit by bit by bit until you become a mere shadow of the being you were born to be, you see. And so then you mope around all depressed and complaining about things when the truth of it is you live in a magnificent world. You live in a world that is the most leading edge condition it has ever been in. It has never been in better condition economically. It has never been in better condition in terms of its physicality. Your earth and everything on it is in its most leading edge, best position ever, because nothing in this universe ever regresses. Everything is always expanding, you see. Oh, you may be focused upon some corner of something and you may have yourself tuned to that dark spot and you've been beating the drum of it for so long that you're holding yourself in discord from the magic and the wonder and the expansion of this world. And so we don't blame you for complaining when you do that. But nothing is wrong with this world. And you'd know that if you were tuned to the beauty and wonder of it, you see. So what we really want you to begin to want is to see your world through the eyes of the source within you. We want you to look into this world and we want you to see it as it really is. And you can't do that if you're beating the drum of something that has you tuned on a different frequency. You can't set your radio dial at 6:30 a.m. and hear what's being broadcast on 98.7 FM. The frequencies have to match up. And you can't set your radio dial on not enough or on injustice or on unfairness and be a vibrational match to all of the wonderful things that are waiting for you in your vibrational escrow.